This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this 4Runner. It is a 2003 Toyota 4Runner. It's a 4-liter V6. It's two-wheel drive with leather. Has 128,859 actual miles. It was a theft recovery purchased directly from an insurance company, Mercury Insurance, in Los Angeles. It is on a clear title. We bring them here, we do an inspection. My guys hand me this. Runs and drives great. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. New tires, moonroof switch, windshield, alternator and battery. We did a condenser, AC line, and charged the AC. Runs and drives great. A bit challenged cosmetically. Great teen car or daily driver. In other words, it's kind of ugly, but it runs and drives great. That would be the translation. Brand new tires. Just got them at Discount Tires. Cosmetically, I'm not going to dwell on cosmetics. It speaks for itself. If you want to look more closely at the cosmetics, go to the photo gallery, pick individual photos, drag that little magnifying glass icon over anything you see in there, and the photos will speak for themselves. Okay, it's not embarrassing or anything, but you know, you'd have to paint this thing and do, you know, some pretty minor body work to make it look like anything on the outside. On the exterior, you know, it's just not worth it. It's Toyota. Hopefully you're looking for the transportation side of this and not the cosmetic side. Okay, stuff like that. There's a couple of things here someone tried to fix at some point. All right, let me hop in here. Let me fire this guy up. 128,865 miles. Okay. Let's see. Hood. Put some new hood struts in here, I see. That's a new battery. Okay. There's your bin where it belongs. There's your Toyota motor. Looks like we did an oil change too. That's a brand new oil filter. There's the bin there. There's your bin there. So everything's where it belongs. You got the Toyota hood. So everything up here is original. It hasn't been crashed or anything. New condenser, new AC line. Okay. When we did the AC, it was leaking, and that's where it was leaking from. All right. There's your passenger front window up and down. There's a manual here. I forget how this works. Somehow this thing flips up. I'm not sure how that exactly happens. All right, that's your passenger rear window up and down. People wonder why I always go down to the bottom of the doors and stuff. That's where rust would show up. On the bottom of the doors and the rocker panels is the most likely place. Some cup holders there. Some AC vents and they're blowing cold. Good. All right, let's look at some paperwork here that we have. There's your Kelley Blue Book for a 4Runner Sport SUV, 128,859 for the miles. Typical listing price would be $71.87 with a range of $5,300 to $8,000. If you could buy this thing for $8,000, that's a hell of a buy. Regardless of what it looks like, that's a hell of a buy. Carfax. Here's what Carfax, there's the VIN. They blend the Kelley Blue Book and the history of the vehicle together to come up with a history-based retail value of $8,300. That still seems low to me. And here's the Carfax itself. No access damage reported. That's obviously theft damage. Carfax was a one owner. There's your date of the Carfax. I did that about half an hour ago, so this is a brand new Carfax. Had some nice services. Look at these nice services, really nice services. Redondo Beach, Gardena. So it was getting looked after up to 91,000 miles. Then it was stolen 127 of 15 and recovered 629 of 19. Okay, there you go. All right, and then here's the title. This is a clear California title. There's the VIN, Mercury Insurance. Okay, they assign that. There's the VIN, Mercury Insurance to Wheel Kinetics with 128,859 miles on it. There you go. All right, now you've seen all the paperwork we have for it, which is important. Transparency is the way to go here. In our business, we don't have to BS anybody. We can show you exactly what we have, and because so many people a day will see this vehicle, we don't really have to worry about it selling. The only thing we have to worry about is misrepresenting it and pissing somebody off. So we don't do that, okay? Because that's stupid. We really don't have to worry about anything other than that. It looks like they tried to break in on this side too, like with a Jimmy down the door. Jesus, one of the worst car thieves ever. And here's the California, the cops inspected it. So there's your inspection placard right there with the VIN on it, the factory VIN on it, which is good. Okay. Door locks. Good. Okay, mirror out, in, up, and down. Other side, out, in, up, and down. Alright, let's see. We got tilt wheel. There you go. And we have great AC, man. This AC is pumping out right now. It is freaking hot. Yesterday it was hotter. It was 109 yesterday. Today it's only 103. Tomorrow it's supposed to rain. It'll only be 95, which would be awesome. All right, let's see. Let me turn this down a little bit so you can hear me better. It is nice in here, so I can turn it down. Let's see. Moonroof. Apparently the switch is brand new. Now it flips up like that if you hold it. There you go. Alright, so that all works the way it's supposed to work. Let's see.
About grief.
But the point is, so
CD player, old school cassette player, that's interesting. Let's see, you got a rear window, down and up. Alright. Let's see, what else we got? Defroster. AC's working fine. Power cord, power plug here. Cup holders. Let's see. Another thing to store stuff. There's the cruise control, which is right here. That's on and that's off. Let's see, what else we got going on in here? Lights. Yep. Boom, boom, boom. I think that's about it. All right, let's go on a ride. All right. This 4Runner, if you come to Tucson and drive it home, it's a nice car. It'd be a great car to drive home. You don't have to worry about, you know, tires or how it runs. It runs great and has brand new tires on it. If you do come here to drive it home, you'll pay the following. You'll pay whatever your state tax rate is. Could be 0, could be 10, whatever your state tax rate is. Plus our city of 2.6% and a $250 dock fee. If you pay by wire and ship, all you're gonna pay is agreed upon price. There'll be no tax, no dock fee, nothing. If you do pay by wire and ship, once we receive full payment, boy, this thing's tight too. Boy, if it looked like it ran, this would be a $15,000 car. This thing's great. This road is horrible, by the way. I mean, we are basically four-wheeling in Bolivia down this stupid street. No rattling, nothing. Nice. Anyway, if you do pay by wire and ship out of state, it's just the price of the vehicle and that's it. Once we receive full payment, we'll fill out the title with your name or your company's name and address, sign it off to you, scan it into your online file, and mail it to you. We even scan in the envelope we mail it in. You'll have the vehicle shipped to your house or your business, wherever it's going, and the title will already be there. And you'll just take the title and the 4Runner down to your state's motor vehicles and get plates. It's very simple. God, this thing runs great. It's amazing. Toyotas are awesome. I drive a 05 Matrix with 180,000 miles I bought for 700 bucks, and it doesn't look half as good as this thing, and it runs great too. They're just great, Toyotas. Anyway, so you'll get the vehicle, you know, you'll title and you'll get the plates and everything. That's very self-explanatory. Deposit. Once we have an agreed upon price, please get your deposit in. Once that $500 deposit is in, we'll put your name in a banner over the 4Runner at wheelkinetics.com, and you and the rest of the world will know that it's sold, okay? Last part of every video, I say the same thing. I've said the same thing for thousands of videos, not singling this vehicle out. This thing runs great. I would freaking take this thing to Maine right now. Just get on I-10 and go. But I have to say it every time. We don't have salesmen. We don't have bottled water with our name on it. We don't have a lounge to hang out. We don't have a game room. So you don't have to pay for any of that crap. That's all included in the price of the vehicles at big independent brick and mortars, big auto mall dealerships. You know, you're not getting that stuff free. Trust me, that's part of the price. They also know that if something breaks in this vehicle, if they were to sell it to you, that you would come back and want it fixed. So they include future repairs in the price of the vehicle before they sell it to you. We don't, because we're not fixing this vehicle. They don't give you any of the information that we're giving you with this video, the repairs we've done, what we know about the vehicle. We do, so that you're prepared to deal with whatever you have to deal with, and you're saving a bunch of money because you're not paying for any of that crap up front. All right, so when something breaks in this vehicle, which is very unlikely mechanically, but when something does, or if it does, you will be writing a check for it. You will be paying for that yourself. Wheel Kinetics will not. Okay, that's how we keep these crazy prices, by being brutally honest, finding the right person for the vehicle, letting them know exactly what's going on. That's how we roll, okay? And I'm gonna get on this little frontage road here. I'm gonna hopefully I don't get a ticket, because lately, that's I-10 right there. You get out there and you go 100 miles and you'll be in Phoenix. But lately there's a cop that likes to hide somewhere back in these trees right here. And it's a 45 and I'm doing 60. It feels like I'm doing 10. This thing runs great. Nice rig. I have no idea what my brother's going to price this thing out, but that Kelley Blue Book and that Carfax value seem really, really low to me. Super low. Hands-free, driving straight as an arrow. Nice car. I had to trade this with my Matrix. You don't have to worry about vehicles like this, because when you go to the mall and someone door dings it, you don't freak out. Someone backs into it, you're like, whatever, I'm going home. That's what I do with my Matrix. Same thing. Anyway, I think that's about it. Please go through the ad, know what you're buying. Everything we know about the vehicle's in there. This is a pretty cool process. We're switching over from our old website to our new website. We know that there's a lot of followers we've had over the decade. Please be understanding. If you see something that we need to change, let us know through the site. We know that it's not perfect yet, but we're working on it. And that's about it. Thank you for your time.